How's it going, guys? Tricky Rover here, back with another episode of Ark Survival Evolves. This is episode 2, and yeah, I woke up to unfortunate events. So it seems like my Maywing that I tamed in the previous episode has gone missing. Yes, it's nowhere to be found. I woke up with a kill screen, and I cannot remember for the life of me where I was. So unfortunately for us, that's where our mission will have to begin, searching for the Maywing. And yeah, pretty unfortunate since it was our first tame or our first Maywing. But anyway, let's go. Okay, so I've been searching for 30 minutes now, and I was searching for 30 minutes and I gave up. But yeah, we eventually found a Maywing that was stuck on the mountain. So instead of going after the previous Maywing that we cannot find, we decided to tame this one up, and it is a 145, so which is much better in my opinion. So yeah, let's tame this one up. Obviously we're gonna have to do a makeshift trap, which is gonna be a little bit challenging on a mountain. Collecting some wood, make it easier for us. Yep, there we go. It looks very ugly, but I think it will be more than effective. If not, we have to go back to the drawing board. Let's shoot it, test, and it's stuck. Of course, my trapping skills never cease to amaze me. He's down. So now we have to look for a sheep. Obviously there's sheep everywhere. We managed to find one just here, and yeah, easy. Get the meat, and obviously loss of pelt with it. Put the meat in the inventory. There we go. Easiest tame you can get on this map, in my opinion. We're gonna have a lot of that. After a little bit of waiting, I was busy playing around with my helmet, just so to test out some of the features of the suit. I don't think I have everything down, and while we're doing that, our Maywing did eventually tame up. It was obviously just to pass the time. Took the Maywing home in the midst of the night, and I was happy with my tame, man. Yeah, I didn't even think about my other Maywing for a little bit. So with that, what we're doing now is trying to split the meat so we can get some more spoiled meat, so we can eventually make more narcotics. Because we're running a little bit low, so we always have to keep our narcotic line going. And then yeah, so there was a what you call this, a trike. Yeah, there was a trike near our base. So I decided to tame it. I thought I was high enough, but clearly not. This people's AODs is a bit crazy. Managed to hit us there. We'll go and make some more narcotics. You can never have enough narcotics, because we did run out while we were taming this thing. Eventually we did get it down, and that is a 135 down, and we're building now a Maywing saddle. We managed to get enough materials for it. For a second one, it is a little bit expensive, I'd say, but not really all that much. We'll go on to gather some berries, which we'll then use to put into our trike that we're taming. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer. The trike is okay. I mean, even at 135 on this map, it's tameable. But unfortunately, while I was busy flying my Maywing, it glitched out and managed to land into my tame. It was very disappointing. I just had to go and check, and sure enough, its taming effectiveness was down. So we did lose some levels there. Went and made some more narcotics. It's a theme. It's something we have to do. I had a smart idea, trying to knock out a Dodec with my Scorpion. I was like, hey, Scorpions are so good at knocking out. With me, knock out a Dodecarus. It didn't quite work out. The thing went into a shell. I spent about 20 minutes doing this, wasting my time. Eventually our trike does tame up. Bring it home, which is not too far. That's why I love this area. Like, you can tame creatures just outside your doorstep. And yeah, it's a very decent trike. It'll become very useful as a berry collector. We do some more farming. in order to make the trike saddle. There we go, we own the trike. Let's see how its berry collecting skills are. And look at that, man, that is insane. Nothing competes with what what this thing does at the moment. We get our berries. You know what that means? More narcotics, man. Like I said, we can never have enough, man. I go around. I was busy running around and accidentally hit a Bronto with my speed run, and it does retaliate. It was really upset. But with that, while I was running away from it, I said, let me go to drink some water. I am running low. And what do I spot? My old Maywing. This is where it is. Oh my goodness. If I didn't come to drink some water, I wouldn't have found it. But I would have eventually come through anyway. Happiest moment of my life. I go and ride the Maywing. There's some piranhas around. So while we rebonding, we do heat up that piranha, but we do get it. But then the Bronto falls upon us, man. We decide to hightail it out of here. We don't want to deal with that problems. Let's get out of here, yo. And yeah, I got my Maywing back. We discussed a little bit of how it was to be lost and how it's good to have him back. Yeah, and then we take off we fly straight home, man. The best time of my life. We get home, yeah. So now we got two Maywings now. And so I'm just doing my comparison. This one obviously is a little bit better with the colors, with the blue beak. Yeah, I appreciate it more. But once I check the levels out, or the stats out rather, I found out that my lower level Maywing, the first one that I got, actually has higher melee than the higher level one. And I mean that there's a big difference in levels there, so it's quite strange. But anyway, my old Maywing has spoiled meat with it. So you know what we use spoiled meat for? Some more narcotics. We will be doing that. And while we were out and about, we spotted a rhino, a woolly rhino, so level 55. But unfortunately, this creature here that pushes you was after us, so we just ran away for a bit. Went to go mine for flint, so we can make some more stone arrows, because we will need it. It's a rhino. It might take a while to go down. So yeah, we need to do as much as we want, but we need as many as we can get. But look at us now. We're getting more stone than flint with a pickaxe. Very, very annoying, but we did get a few more there. We do eventually make the stone arrows with a floating tree next to us there. And then with that, we started wailing on it, man. We started wailing on it from a vantage point. It somehow still got us. I have to get my distances right. And yeah, eventually it starts running away. We hunt it down. You know, no mercy from us. We make sure we get our prey all the time. The rhino was very skittish. Look at it. Unfortunately for it, this Gallimimus warps right into it. Whoop. Some weirdo stuff, and blocks it. And we do get that last shot in, which does bring it down. Thank you, Woolly Rhino. Had to take a look at it. I mean, look at this creature. And obviously, as a poacher, we have to take that photo. We have to take that poacher photo showing our kill. It is a money shot, man. That's the thumbnail right there. Okay, now after all that, we spotted a Bronto right outside our base. Now I was very concerned that it might damage a few things, so yeah, it was up to consideration that I might tame it. So, but yeah, back to the woolly rhino. We put the food in and start up the taming process. It seems like it was gonna be quick. Preparations to tame up the Bronto. We will need a lot of narcotics. We repair our bow as well. Yeah, and then we start wailing on it, man. I mean, this thing is a tank. We shot it, man. We kept on shooting it. It did hit my creatures a little bit. We kept shooting it, man. No matter what it tried to do. I think it was stuck on one of my pillars there that I built, and we just kept on shooting it. Eventually did do the runaway thing where if the topo is too high, they try to escape per se, but this thing was begging for his life. Look at it, man. I tried to shoot in the face but missed a shot, but kept on shooting it, man. Kept on shooting it. Eventually looks up again, shot it right in the face, and it stopped begging for its life. But yeah, we just kept on shooting non-stop, man, non-stop. As you can see, our bow, we ran out of arrows. Even we had to go make some more arrows. We had to go far on a farming trip while we were busy trying to shoot this thing. This thing takes its opportunity to hightail it out of there. I'm not concerned because I think a Bronto's topo goes down real slow. We nearly forgot about our rhino. We had to put that topo back in, put you back to sleep, yo. I mean, we nearly woke up. We're about to lose it. We eventually get back to our Bronto. It's in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I'd use Helena to check the topo, and sure enough, the topo is still very high. Still will require a few more shots to finish it off. So we start wailing on it again. Just kept on. Eventually found a friend who's trying to protect it, but my buddy, is too late, man. It's too late for your friend right here. And we keep on shooting it. Eventually, after so many shots, I don't even know how many shots, I think this was over 100 shots, it eventually goes down. My days, man, this thing took forever. So I'm just being cautious because his friend is could still be aggressive. So just taking it slow. Another woolly rhino, like level 95. Might tame that one in a future episode. But yeah, just access the inventory, put the food in. If we could get there, the patterns can be a little bit finicky. Yeah, and it starts getting it up 1%. This could take a while. Anyway, we realized that this Bronto will need more than what we gave it, so we added more to its inventory. But while we were busy doing that, we spotted a Doedicurus, so we decided to tame it. One shot to the face to get things rolling. They're very slow, so you can just back up on them while you're trying to shoot it. We checked the topo and it was still high, and yeah, eventually we got it down. You know the process by now. Put some food in the inventory. I don't know how to say. Is it inventory or inventory? I think it's one of those, but yeah, you know what I mean. We put the food in, it starts taming up, some more farming. Then I realized that I forgot about this feature where I can watch my creatures from afar, basically from my base. I don't have to. Before this, I was walking up and down to each creature, old school style. But yeah, so I watched my rhino tame up from that menu, and then I had to dash over there as quick as possible. But while I was dashing over there, I ended up bumping into a Bronto. Oh, not a Bronto, a Stego. Yeah, but eventually we do achieve our goal. We do get our woolly, take it back home. Oh, it does try to charge us a little bit there, but yeah, home sweet home, man. We got a woolly rhino. I watch my my taming bars again. Everything seems to be going swell. So while that is busy, I decided to play around, and while I was playing around, there's some thorny dragons that nearly kill me. This region is not known for thorny dragons, and I see the culprit right there. I don't know how this guy managed to drag all these creatures down here near my base. Clearly these thorny dragons were high level, because that's a giga and he's having a hard time killing them, which is the weirdest thing ever. So I decided to take a seat side, eat my berries while watching this guy munch on some thorny dragons that could have nearly ripped apart my base, because I don't think none of my creatures was strong enough for this. Eventually he does manage to kill this thing after munching on it for a long while. Yeah, and I was worried because this guy is hanging around my base and my creatures are taming around here, so I didn't want him to do anything sinister. But eventually he does leave, which makes my Doedicurus taming easier. So yeah, after the Doedicurus was done, it was a matter of time before the Bronto was done. We take both of them home, and yeah, look at our big ass family is getting real. It's getting real crowded in here. I decided to. Akis decided that it's gonna be what's the name? It's gonna need an update. So I decided to hang out on my Bronto for the last few minutes, and yeah, it was a very productive day. We done a lot of taming. Everything went swell, I would say. So, but I think we'll call it for now. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like and subscribe. And if possible, please share this episode to other people. But until next time, keep on surviving. Tricky Rover out. Peace.